Welcome to Bed Crime Stories podcast. I'm your host, T. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bed crimers. As always, I wish you the best. To anyone new here, a warm welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel. Let me just ask that after listening to or watching this video, if you learned something or enjoyed it, please do me a favor and smash that like button. Now, let's dig in. We've learned that law enforcement officials in Pennsylvania are looking to see if there are any cold cases in the state that match the modus operandi of the crime in Moscow, Idaho. No doubt they are tapping into the Violent Criminal Apprehension Program, or what's called VICAP for short. The FBI implemented VICAP in 1985, and it enables 17,000 police departments across the United States to communicate with each other via a national database of serious crimes in which people have been done in or taken. VICAP gathers data on modus operandi and forensic evidence from violent crime scenes. How it works is a police department with an unsolved case or abduction fills out a VICAP questionnaire pertaining to the physical evidence of the crime. Once the questionnaire is filled out, it is fed into a computer, which then identifies the 10 cases in the database that are most similar. VICAP analysts then try to determine whether the unsolved crime is part of a series. So the investigators working the case in Moscow, Idaho, would likely be looking for crimes in which beautiful young co-eds were harmed, crimes committed with a sharp-edged object, similar crimes that occurred in the years when suspect Brian Kohberger was in a particular region. So they'll likely be targeting the towns near where Kohberger lived, as well as near the community college that he attended, and DeSales University. They'll also be looking for crimes where an attacker wore a face mask and broke into a residence, crimes in which an individual arrived and departed in a vehicle as opposed to being dropped off or traveling on foot, crimes committed in the early morning hours. I took a look at the FBI's website where they list unsolved cases, and one of the first ones that popped up was that of Kimberly Ann Yo of Edders, Pennsylvania. However, this case occurred in 1996 when Brian Kohberger was just 2 years old. And this is what happens. You might find a crime that meets a suspect's MO, but that either is ruled out right away because of the dates, the location, or some other data. So the investigators really have their work cut out for them. That's all for now. I'll see you next time on Bed Crime Stories. Hey, smash that like button. It helps with the algorithms.